I've had it for quite a while. This is almost a must-have tool. What this tool is for is to unzip the siding. So anyway, the windowsill is rotting, and these are just storm windows. This is a storm window on the outside. As you can see, that it's all rotten. I can push my finger through it actually. The sun's really bright today. So the idea is I'm going to replace the whole window, the double pane. I already did the other end of the house, but it was over a roof, so it was easier. This one is pretty much straight down. That's the window I'm going to do. Doesn't look too bad now. When I was repainting in here, I sanded down all the nail holes and tried to make it look presentable. And that's when I really decided, after looking at the window, that something's going to have to go. This window's always been hard to open anyway. Since this bathroom doesn't have a vent of any sort, and now that I put this wall up, it gets a little smelly in here, could be. So people might want to open that window. I might as well make it as easy as possible. So the first thing I did, I went and cleared the spot out here in the yard for my ladder. I got a great big old wooden ladder, and I've blocked off my air conditioner vents. And so I'm going to isolate this room from the rest of the house with these doors now, and then I can rip the window out. But first I got to go take the siding off the house. I'll come over here and show you what I hope it ends up looking like. This is the other end of the house. It's not a very big house. This window used to be just like that. And kids' darts out there on the porch, over the porch. So since we have a porch, this window, see, that's so easy. And the screen's already there. And it's all plastic. No more rot. Level sill where you could sit something if you wanted, mostly just to catch dirt. But I got a window exactly like this. It's going to go in the other end, I hope. So that's the project. I hope this ends up like the other one. I hope the next one ends up just like this. This came out real nice, or I think it did. So that's what I'm going to do. Take out. So I'm going to take out all that siding above and below that. That's my project for the day. Just get the siding off. As you can see, it's a conventional type window. It does have double pane, but it also had storm windows on the outside. And that's what caught all this. See all the wood around the edge? You paint it and the wood's so punky it just flakes back off. So it's the last piece of the puzzle. You can see I have plastic windows on almost all my house. That'll leave 2 wooden windows in the whole house, and they're on the north end side. It's protected all the time. Actually, this window here that I'm doing, this one and this one, this is a plastic window. That thing's great. That'll be my last window that I'm going to replace. This one catches all the wind in the winter. The west wind and the north wind. I'm looking almost directly east right now, so the window faces directly west, which we normally get a lot of wind in the winter. So it should help my heating bill a little bit. The old ladder may actually be the death of me. My God, that thing's heavy. Oh, that's got all that crap on it. 175, you're supposed to have made in 1975? I don't know. That's weird. Never had a ladder that had such writing on it. This ladder's changed hands a few times. See, my aluminum ladder isn't quite big enough. It might have been if I could have, if that air conditioner wasn't down there. I'm going to need to use this wooden one. And it's a little bit of an angle, so I'm going to take a shovel and dig around that 1 foot and try to get that level, get that as stable as I can before I go up on it. Another thing I've learned the hard way is not to wear these rubber-soled shoes on a ladder. It'll make my feet hurt. So I'm going to replace it with these harder ones. It does make a difference. They don't bend as much so that your feet don't get bruised from the rail. Basically an old ladder like that, because it's round, puts all the pressure in one little spot on your foot. Okay, I got a little tool bag here. See how rotten this window is. Look at that. That's the frame. It's probably leaking water down everywhere. Yeah, it's made out of pretty soft wood. Even though we kept it painted all these years, it's still rotted. Oh, I think it was rotten when they put it in. Well, I'm going to start beating on it. Half-inch difference. Half-inch difference. Well, it's definitely not rectangular. The best I can come up with a square is this corner right here is almost square. So I really need an opening. Where do I need the opening at? Let me see. You can see I used a one by 6 and cut it to fit. So now I've got to get some trim to put around this, cover this up. I attached this with some finishing screws, of all things. It's just easier to put wood putty in, and that's the reason I use them. I'm not sure this is going to show up. Yeah, maybe we should have had this on. I'm in the process of finishing this out on the inside. You see I put insulation in this little crack. I had to shim this out just slightly to hold this board in place. All the rest of these are attached right to the frame. Now here, as you can see, the window, this is where we made up the difference. So I need to get some trim that's at least, I'd say, a little over 2 inches wide. 3 would be around 2.5 will work. And since this is 4 foot on the inside, it's going to take, well, I'm going to need about a 5 footer here, 5 footer here, an 8 footer here, so it 110 and 1 8 foot would do it. Well, at least it's in there. Starts pouring down rain. It won't get inside the house. It might get behind the siding, but it won't get inside the house. If you'll notice, that is that gap right in, let's see, where's it at? Get a pencil. That gap right there, about 1.5 inches. That's the reason I got to take that siding off, cut it anyway, and put it in pieces, because the U-channel won't cover it. Yeah. But I expected that. I just want you guys to expect it too. You're going to have to tear some siding off and splice some more in. But anyway, it's secure up there and it's level, so see what goes tomorrow. This is a J channel, not part of the window. When you nail this window on and you go over the top of the flange with this J channel, it's called a J channel because if you look at the end of it, it's long and then it comes up and makes a J. Window, I was able to order it with what they call a brick. I don't know what the hell they call it, brick finish. And this actually acts like a J channel. It's nice, thick. I really like the way this works, and the siding will just fit in there. Pretty cool. Takes one step out of it, and it makes it really sealed. But all windows don't. All the windows I've tried to order, sometimes you can't. This big window, I could get them that way, but the smaller ones, sometimes you can't. These are the screws I use to put that frame in. Okay, you can see there's still a little crack there. There. Here. And paint, you can paint it and it'll look good for about a day and then it'll crack. So once I get all these nails set, I'm going to take a punch and set them. Then I'm going to take some wood putty and putty them shut. Okay, it's been about 3 hours. It's hard to touch now. I'll wait till morning and sand this all down. Get it all smooth and then paint it. Put a little tape around the window. Be good to go. One of these days I'm going to run out of projects. Then I'll have to sell the house and get another one. Okay, so let's say I wanted to replace this piece of siding. This piece is good. This piece is good. The one above it. So I need to get to these fasteners. On your house, it'll be a nail most likely. But somehow this piece here that you want to replace is fastened to your house on the studs. So the idea is this tool, you work it behind here until you get a hold of that lip. Then just jerk it down and then move it sideways and it'll pop right off of there. Got this new piece we're going to put in here. We want it to go clear up to here. It's made to snap into here, not onto this. Make sense? You got two choices. You can either trim the bottom off of this one or the bottom off of this one. So we trimmed the top off of this one. Already we know that it could be a little bit floppy. So what I would choose to do, this is just my own personal opinion, I would cut a little bit off of this one.